Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the stream. It's me, Digi Driver, and Mrs. Digi Driver. Hello. Saying hi on this wonderful Monday afternoon. Merry Christmas to you. We are past the halfway point of this month. Crazy. Merry Christmas to you. Um, I was literally outside the 777 in Chicago, and then this thought dropped, and I said, wait a minute. What if I buy Louisiana DLC for American Truck Sim? I have money on my PayPal account. I can write it off. I wanted to go to Louisiana ever since it dropped, even before it dropped, and I wanted to go check this place out. So, guess what? We're doing that now. Yes, it did override my desire to be in a sim today, and I figure, we've had this conversation before, but basically, yeah, if I feel like trucking, I'm going for it. So I just got teleported to Texarkana, and we're going to try to figure out what jobs we can get in the local area. But we're not going to do it the way we usually do, as the music skips. It's because it's on the plate drive, and it doesn't speed up as fast as the SSD or the NVMe. I don't have an SSD anymore. The other one bit it. So wait, do I have this installed in the NVMe drive? No, I don't. I don't. It's on a plate drive. So where am I right now? I am directly across from Taylor. If I go to Taylor and I go to GARC and I don't find anything, then we're gonna just go to the world map and figure out what else we can get. So let's get turned around. And let's go find something to haul into Louisiana. Louisiana. Now, some people say Louisiana, some people say Louisiana. I like to say Louisiana. I think that's the correct way to say it, but don't hold me to it. Don't hold me to it. I've been wrong before. But good afternoon to you. Hopefully you're having a very good day. Today's Monday. I mean, it is what? It is like it's just past 2:05. It technically could be Tuesday. Technically. So it could be Tuesday at like 4 something in the morning over in Tokyo or Sydney. I'm external view right now because need to see that traffic light turn green. The arrow turn green, excuse me, which it just did. And it is 4:34 in the morning sim time. So it's it's interesting how that worked. You're You're saying you've made a Louisiana purchase? Yes, sir. Oh, that was a perfect dad joke. My guy. Kev, hello. Good to see you, friend. We've got some external contracts to deliver so I can do some, Christmas bonus points. Look at all the snowflakes everywhere. How festive. Come on, come on. Give me Louisiana, please. You're going the wrong way, please. Okay, everybody's going the wrong way. No, we're going to Louisiana. I don't care if I have to drive there. And it looks like that's the case. So, we're gonna go to the other place, which is down the street. And if I can't find anything there, we're gonna hit the world map and find the first delivery that goes into Louisiana. So if you'll excuse me, wonderful people, I'm going to get turned around. Kev, I hope you're having a very good day today. Good afternoon to you. Trucking won the coin toss today. I was going to do a flight, which I could probably do tonight on VATSIM or tomorrow night or something as one of those evening chill things. Yes, I said chill on VATSIM. And yes, I am fine. But I don't know. I've just been sorting stuff out the past few days, past few weeks, and I have a pretty good idea of what I'm looking for over the next few weeks and months. I've been working on coding a video game in my spare time, and I've also been getting back into scenery development slowly. I haven't given up on it. it took me a while to kind of figure out where it was that I wanted to be in terms of, what projects I'm doing, why I'm doing them, all this stuff. And along the way, I discovered that my current work situation is really not that bad. It's just a question of, how I can be smart about the things that I do and the time that I spend doing things. You're working. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I feel you. I've had days where it's just like, ugh. So, love your soul, Kev. Lurk away. Happy to have you with me. We are in Texarkana and we're trying to find a place to get some cargo. Hey, Lyles, welcome on in. Very good to see you. Um, Friends, anybody that's watching this on replay or lurking right now, if you don't know my friends, Kev Mikwa and Lyles underscore VT, go check them out. They are friends of the DIGI fam. They're both streamers. So go check out their content if you'd like. If they have content archived or if they're streaming lately, they come recommended. Now, let me think. Do we have external contracts going to Louisiana? Yes. Look at that. We're taking some soybeans in. Texarkana to Natchitoches. Eggnog French toast? Dude, I have never heard of such things as those, and they sound really cool. I'm having a good day, friend. I'm having a good day. We're going to do a few deliveries in Louisiana, see where we wind up after that, and then, I don't know, maybe do a landing challenge or two in Flight Sim. Don't hold me to it, because I'm going to see how many deliveries I do in and around Louisiana, but I'm definitely looking forward to checking out the scenery. I hope you brought enough for the whole class. Oh my goodness. That's a flashback. Crash vehicle offense? Yeah, just slid by it. It's okay. It's okay. It's on me. Bounding box collisions. Yeah, I've actually been coding a video game in my spare time, and I'm learning, or in my case, relearning game engine stuff like game loops and collision detection, and I've been having fun actually making the video game. I'm hoping to have a really good looking technical demo by spring. I'm learning a piece at a time. Alright, so where are we hopping on now? We're going on 151. Global Mills. I know, it's supposed to be a knockoff of General Mills, but I've said this before and I'll say it again. I never want to go away from the meme fake brands of the sim. I mean, like, if I'm in someone's map expansion and they've added realistic brands, that's one thing. But I, with the base map the way it is, I'm perfectly fine seeing things like Walbert, Global Mills, Home Store, Taco Kingdom, all those things. They make me chuckle. They do. Oh, by the way, folks, please let me know if my volume levels are too high or too low. I want to make sure that you guys can hear me and you can hear the sim well enough. Just did a little mic adjustment. So yeah, I mean, I've been waiting for Louisiana to drop for a while now. I think we were talking about this back last month or in October when I was doing a few more American Truck Sim streams. I am Team Florida, so any downloadable content purchase that gets me closer to the Sunshine State, I will take. Basically, for me, the celebratory thing would be to go from like Seattle to Orlando, and I would imagine that would probably be the equivalent of a, I don't know, like 5 hour, 6 hour legit long haul stream. I would probably have to take time to do it right. Clearly, this isn't going to be one of those 4x flight situations. I can't accelerate time while I'm driving. That's what the map scale is for. But I am seriously pondering what kind of what kind of course I would take, literally, to get to do that kind of long haul. It would either be like LA to like Orlando or something, or it would be like Seattle or San Francisco to Orlando. Something on that level. So, to be continued, but basically, I look forward to the day when that DLC drops. First delivery doesn't look like it's going to take too long, which is kind of cool. And I'm liking the scenery that's here. I'm just trying to remember right now. I think I could theoretically go all the way up from like Louisiana to Montana if I wanted to. I don't know if I'll do that today. But it's certainly possible. I mean, if we're talking about like Seattle to Orlando, then certainly like New Orleans to Billings or to Jackson, Wyoming would be feasible. Maybe not on this stream, but feasible. But a good Monday afternoon to everybody. I I just kind of decided to stream today. I am probably not going to be streaming during the week unless I do a quiet stream or just decide, hey, let's just hop in a plane for like 45 minutes to an hour and a half. We are zeroing in on just more time with family, and I got the chance to spend time with family this weekend, and we got a nice chunk of snow. Now, the snow came in my area like late at night, like while I was sleeping. It snowed a little bit and then it stopped mostly, and then like it just brought down a whole bunch of snow overnight. So yesterday morning I was doing a bunch of shoveling, and the timing was superb because when I stepped outside, it was wispy. The snow was kind of like blowing off the trees, but also the snow was easy to pick up. As the morning went on, though, it got heavy, and the wind started kind of like kicking a bit in terms of cold. So my neighbor and I did our shoveling, and just happened to time it for the snowplow to come through. But we actually were able to get it done alongside them, and it didn't take us a long while to uncover our driveways. So we made do. We made do. We were okay. Then we got to spend time with the family, went to the theater, um, saw a production of the Nutcracker, which was it like the ballet piece was just like wonderful. And then had dinner, came home, relaxed. And today I think we're gonna maybe drink some hot chocolate later. I still got plenty of gas, so I don't need to stop there, but I might stop there on my way back up north. Nothing quite like the open road in this sim. Only thing I don't like about doing World of Trucks routes is that whenever you're delivering World of Trucks cargo, you're electronically governed to 65 miles an hour. So even if the speed limit is higher for the truck, it won't let you go faster than that, which is a little irritating to me, to be honest, but I'll take it. Also, can confirm I've been having quite a bit of good food lately. Plenty of Christmas themed sweets and treats. My waistline is quite happily expanding, which I'll need to address. I'll need to address very, 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 very soon. But otherwise, it's been a great year for tasting and eating yummy snacks. Just past a coffee shop called Coffee Break. Nice. I saw a video on YouTube talking about, you know, American Truck Sim, and as they continue to expand east, they might be running into a problem with map scale and stuff like that. But I'm not worried about it. I like what I see so far, and the maps in American Truck Sim have always been compressed. I did notice some folks saying that there were some landmarks or some things that weren't well represented that they would have appreciated seeing, but I still have confidence that they as an SES, I still have confidence that they will, figure out how to turn things around. The map scale, I used to always say the map scale in standard Euro Truck Simulator 2 and American Truck Simulator was 119. I am assuming, given the sizes of certain states that we're passing through, like Louisiana, they're I don't know. I'm not sure how they're going to handle this. Are we already seeing different map scales for different states, or are they going to start, or in general, just make the eastern seaboard be bigger by default? Because if they do, then I'm okay with that. I'm okay with taking longer to get from one place to another, driving on the east, if there are so many things that are like on top of each other. Uh, well, okay. Let me think. The speed limit through that sector was 65. However, I could have braked sooner, and especially since that state trooper was at the intersection, I don't know if they were waiting for me, but they didn't pull me over. I do not believe that I turned off traffic violations though. So theoretically, I could have gotten it. Actually, that is one sim that I have not played around with recently. I haven't messed around with Assetto Corsa and the Shotoku Revival Project in a long time. I might get back to that. Cracking voice. I might get back to that, but it seems like every time that I feel like I want to, run real fast in Tokyo, if I go to like Project Japan and deliver cargo, that scratches the itch to get on those highways. And I don't have to go very fast to do it either. Oh, hello. Wow, that entrance came up quick. Good brakes, Digi. That was fast, y'all. I see cows. I see cows. We got cows. Wait, come on, come on. Show me the cows, please. Look, look, look. I see cows. Beefers. So, let's see. Uh, yeah. The one that's laying down, I'm going to call chocolate, and the other one I'm going to call caramel. Dude. What? Chocolate and moo. Okay, Mrs. DG says, call the one chocolate and the other one moo. So, you call them both, they'd be like, chocolate moo. Yes, I'm silly. Judge me. Wow, look at that. Nice house. It's like I've stepped into another world. Where do they want me to deliver this? Over there. Let's go. Heh, what? Did you expect I was going to do a lazy delivery? First time in Louisiana, we gotta show up. Nice. They got a reefer truck over there. That's one thing I haven't done yet. I haven't actually bought myself a trailer to haul stuff. Your goofball, but your favorite goofball. I will take that as high praise, Kev. Thank you so much. Love your soul, buddy. Alright, let's clean up the backup. Okay, we're not doing too bad. We're a little bit offset to the left, right, right, left. It's all right. Actually, it's half left. Perfect. Parking brake, engines off. Let's detach the trailer and go cash in a check. There we go. 191 miles. First delivery ever into Louisiana. And let's see where else we can go. Heh, Christmas festive honey to Winterland. That's a warp. Nah, it's okay. Alexandria. Where's this? This is Monroe. Can we deliver to Monroe? No, no, not right now anyway. Um, let's go to Lake Charles, and then let's see if we can get closer to New Orleans. We're delivering fruit juice. Let's go. All right. Fruit juice. Which begs the question, fruit punch or grape or orange or pineapple? I was a fruit punch guy for a while, for a long while. And then I think I discovered the beauty of, I think, orange, mango, pineapple. I don't get so dusty, man. Keep their cars looking nice. Especially that convertible. Take care, sir. Ooh, yeah, they like their classic cars over here. Ooh, I missed the horses too. Nice. All right, wagon south. Let's go. Evergreen, wherever gone. And anybody coming that way is just gonna have to wait now. Each mango V8. Ooh, interesting. I tried like fruit flavored V8 at one point. I don't think I've gone like full bore, like tomato juice blend ever. I don't think I have. That would be big time commitment to me. Apparently the proximity alerts are going off for these guys. That's all right. Yeah, actually, I don't recall the last time I had V8 anything, so might be something to reconsider, especially as we enter the new year, and I think about ways to get back on top of stuff. It's not that I'm completely throwing my health out the window. It's just that you get down to like late October, November, December, and then you start hanging out with people more, you start eating more food, you start being more social in many ways. And I don't know about anybody else, but one of the biggest parts about being social, as far as I'm concerned, is eating and sharing time together around a table or around a restaurant table and consuming things. I mean, in my opinion, there's nothing inherently wrong with that. Like, you want to enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself. It's just that you have to make the commitment to increase your metabolic output, which I need to start working on again, but that's okay. DIGI disclaimer, I judge no one, by the way. I have enough of a full-time job, judging myself, so we're not talking about whether or not your um, regiments are correct. Only mine, and they're wrong. At least right now. I'm transparent enough to admit it. But at least we have this lovely backdrop to look at while we consider choices. First impressions, I am a fan of the new DLC. Trucking in Louisiana is a decided change of pace from, going to similar places in like California, Arizona, Utah, Milwaukee. Mrs. Digi and I speak in meme, okay? Um, I chuckled because she told me, like, she said Milwaukee, which instantly made me think of While You Were Sleeping, which was the old movie with, which is considered a Christmas movie, by the way, with, goodness sakes, what's her name? Not Gina Davis. Why am I blanking out here? Bill Pullman and something. Why am I not clicking? What's that? Can't think of it either. Oh my word. Um, she was in Speed alongside Keanu Reeves. I, I just, it's just not hitting my brain right now. What's up with this? Miscongeniality, like, it's my brain isn't braining right now. What is this? Uh, Sandra Bullock. Thank you, Mrs. Digi for the win. So yeah, there we go. Yes, you're right. By the way, I just saw your other comment about V8. When they made those like V8 juices, they were delicious. Yes, at least the ones that I tried. So, 100% agree with you on that. But yeah. Back to the funny. Um, Mrs. Digi and I speak in meme. So if there's like a classic movie that we saw back in the days when we were like sitting by the Christmas tree watching TV, it would be one of those things where we're just hanging around with family, and then one of us will look at each other and we'll say something funny, like, these mashed potatoes are so creamy. Mary mashed them. And usually we'll just like we'll either pick up on each other's stuff, or I don't know about you guys, but if you spend time with your significant other or like with family in a car ride, uh, you'll get to points in the conversation where you either like you're quiet or you're just thinking about something, and then you just blurt something out and you start laughing. Um, a long time ago, Mrs. Digi and I were just kicking ideas on like a road trip, and she's like, "We need to like get a clipboard and write this stuff down," because we were making each other laugh. Exactly, like Miss Digi said, like sometimes we'll like be saying something that's just completely out of left field, or like it'll just come to our mind in an instant, which to me is funny. Use maybe. All right. Stand by, folks. Got incoming phone call. everybody. I am back. We no, we're in a truck. A bakery. Hold on. Do. No, you should be. You should be healing. You should be healing me. You should be hearing me. You should be hearing me now, unless you're not. If you can't hear me, say something. uh, I hope you can hear me now, because my thing isn't flashing on my headset. Am I still muted? I don't know. I mean, I see my thing. I see my levels go up and down. I'm not muted on the stream. I don't think I am. I shouldn't be, at least. Hang on. Okay, no, I just heard myself. So no, you should be able to hear. There we go. Thanks. Slightly confusing, but I think your comment was delivered when I was still on mute. So thank you. Um, yes, food things. Food things. We were talking food things. So, has anybody had sticky buns yet this Christmas season? Because I haven't. So, we will probably sample some delicacies later, and stick to the Christmas memes. Oh, yeah. I was hanging out in someone's chat earlier today, and they were playing Forza Horizon 3. Yeah. I mean, I had the mic muted because she was handling something on the phone. But I was just thinking about somebody racing in Forza Horizon 3, and they were talking about, I think we're just talking about Christmas, or they were just talking about stuff in general, and they had Christmassy. So I started thinking about car-related Christmas music. So I was just like, what were the lyrics? Let's see. Mustangs and Porsches and, let's see. No, I had it written down. Oh. Yes. Mustangs and Porsches and turbos on Hondas, SVT Lightnings and Pagani Zondas, Subaru rally cars I'd like to fling. These are a few of my favorite things. Nice. Trying to have fun. What are you gonna say? So I'm actually on I-10 right now, which is interesting. And we are at Lake Charles. There are only 8 landmarks in the cities in, oh, excuse me. Grass Median, hello. Excuse me. I missed my exit. Not totally, but enough to slide over. Alright, full stop because I don't want to hit anybody. I could have planned that better. Alright, 3 miles in 10 minutes. This will be delivery number 2 in Louisiana. The goal would be to get to New Orleans before we cut the stream for today. And if we get to New Orleans and we decide to go out of the state, then the goal would be to probably either hit as many cities as I could or, go to somewhere nearby, then come back into the state and get the other cities later. But yeah, I think we're 3 or 4 cities in already. Ah, well, um, that would probably be like an ultra hard mode, and I believe there is a super realistic profile you can get for the entire sim, like realistic, realistic payouts, not like the kind of big money that you see in the standard sim. And I don't know if that means that the damage modeling is more realistic or if you can more easily smoosh cargo. But I don't know. Do I feel like I'd be up for trying that? I've seen Silent Scotty, who's another truck sim streamer, has like a full setup. I've seen him do something called realistic profile, and he's like over 170 days into it. But he also has pro mods installed. I think he has pro mods installed because he's like, if he drives in California, if he wants to, he can do a border crossing and go into Mexico and go down to, I don't know, like Chihuahua, or like go down to, I don't think it goes down as far as Puerto Vallarta, but I think he can go down to Mexico and up to Canada. And I know there's also a pro mods scenery for Canada. I think there's also one for Mexico too. So I think the next thing for me would be to attempt pro mods scenery, because that would be even more detail, way more detail. All right, where are we dropping this cargo off? Ooh, wow, they need it over there. So if I'm gonna pop that all the way on the other side of the complex, I think I'm gonna have to back up around a corner because I don't think I'm gonna be able to make that corner. This corner here is like way too small. So I'm gonna play it safe and pop it in the middle. All right, security check. Security check in progress. Last time we were in a truck, we were getting out of Greece, going to Albania, and as it turned out, we wound up. They wound up ticketing us for an unauthorized border crossing. But I mean, I had the I had the the route mapped. So it's like, wait a minute, what are you talking about unauthorized? All right, I'll get turned around. It's a big place. All right, do we go that way? I think we can go this way. Wow, look at that train. I wonder if they call it Jupiter. But if you know music, you got that reference. If you don't, you probably rolled your eyes. And if you really didn't, you were like, wait, what did I just miss? Okay, good enough. That's delivery number 2. Okay, 2 World of Trucks deliveries. Sheesh, that would already make for a good stream right there, but we're not stopping here. Okay, although this might be the end of the line for World of Trucks deliveries today, because apparently every single one of them wants me to go out of the city. Houston's not that far away, but I want to stay in the state. Are you serious? There are no other deliveries to any other places in Louisiana right now. No, I'm not driving to Fort Worth. Houston is literally a sixth of a 40-minute run, so it's basically like 8 minutes, 10 minutes IRL time. Well, 15 maybe. What the heck. Alright, let's see if we can come back in and capture some more cities once we get to Houston. Alright, let's go pick up the cargo. Woohoo! 37 miles an hour, let's go. Yeah, lock up the brakes, baby, lock up the brakes. And then get turned around here, I think. Here we go. Here is our cargo. Is it 1 or 2 of those things? I think it's 2 of those things. This could make for an interesting delivery, fam. Depending on how easy it's going to be to get back into Louisiana after this, I might jump into a different sim or play something else. It is both of them. And what are we hauling again? We're hauling animal food pellets to Houston. We must be going to a whatchamacallit, a pet store. Or at least a pet store food distributor. Okay. So, it would be pretty interesting if there was a train that was actually coming through this space. But we're hauling a double now. And so we begin another leg of cargo hauling in ATS. As far as I'm concerned, Louisiana is not disappointing right now. Happy to be able to take in some scenery and some new vistas. Excuse me. holiday December. I've gotten a chance to, take some extra time off and reset a bit and do a few hobby things that I appreciate. I look forward to some more family time and then to see what the rest of the time yields. Hey, Sogan. Sorry if I missed your message earlier. Good to see you. We are in American Truck Sim, and I have been doing deliveries in Louisiana. I just purchased the DLC today, and I am in the process of just shaking it down, having a good time. I'm delivering some animal food pellets right now to Houston because I couldn't find any deliveries that were going to like Baton Rouge or, New Orleans. So we'll see how it turns out. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Welcome. The scenery is nice, and the friends are even nicer. Might have to come back to the state to get some more recruiting agencies to help me. Yep, Houston, and then I might about face and see if we can go to any more cities in New Orleans. I'm sorry, in Louisiana. I'd like to go to New Orleans, but I don't know if the only way to get there on this stream is by literally freewheeling it back to uh, back to the Big Easy. I usually like to have cargo to take somewhere I'm going. Usually, um, I might I might kind of like dull the pain of no cargo by buying my own trailer eventually. I have the money for it, but we'll see. I'm still driving the Peterbilt truck that I got when I bought my own truck in the sim. I customized it to about 625 horsepower, so this thing can haul heavy loads. And I've been experimenting with some other trucks as well, like the Mac Vision, the Mac Pinnacle, and I forget which other truck I wanted to drive. I forget. I think I tried driving a Volvo at one point. I forget. The Vision is great. I think the only thing I didn't like about the truck was the just how much of a whine the one turbo had. So I might get back to the truck if I can just put a supercharger on it, or if I can, I don't know, get a different transmission package that doesn't have me up in high RPMs. Maybe like a hill climb or a short ratio transmission. Off to Westlake, and we are climbing. Nice. This bridge is beautiful. That will definitely give me a better, what's thrust to weight ratio. Wow. So basically, instant hyperloop. That would be funny. For about a split second. Then it's like, I can't control this thing. I don't know how fast the tires are rated for, but I'm pretty sure 400 miles an hour is not a rating for those tires. Hill schmill, I could go brr. Yeah, that sounds just about right. Okay, I-10 westbound, off to Texas. Brief little fling in Houston, and then we'll see if we can double back to Louisiana, and maybe hit a Baton Rouge or Lafayette. See, if I could go to Lafayette, Louisiana, that'd be like one more motivation for me to finish the scenery in MSFS. Almost continuing our conversation from last time. I don't know, maybe I can deliver some more supplies to the airport. And then, dude, it would serve two purposes. One, it would help me to stay lore accurate and be like, hey, I just delivered more cargo to the airport. Now I have to do a stream where I do, scenery development. And then, have a timer or have something that tracks my usage of materials and be like, oh well, I guess I ran out of supplies. I guess I gotta go get more supplies from, Texas or Oklahoma or something, and then have another truck stream. No external taxi. Oh, this is this is our flight sim. Oh, Lost Lake. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Hey, Raiders. Good to see you. Hello, Lost Lake and Kaon. Folks, both good friends of the channel right now, both Lost Lake and Kaon stream. Go check out their channels if you have not done so. Kaon is one of my friends that does this thing called an NES Quest, and Lost Lake likes to play a bunch of different games, including Minecraft. I was just saying hi to Lost Lake earlier today, and catching his Minecraft stream. They've been working on this realm for a good long time now, and just building it out and adding different functionality to it. But hello, welcome aboard, my friends. I'm very happy to have you with me as we travel to Texas. All right, Lost Lake, take care, my friend. If you have to run, thanks so much for the raid. Appreciate you. And Kayan, I know you like to hang out, and sometimes I know you have to lurk, or if you have to both. Thanks so much for saying hi again. Really appreciate you, and thanks for being a part of my community, and of course for all your streams. All right, stand by, chat. Stand by. Okay, work, nice. Yeah, by chat, we're still on mute for a phone call. Chat, I have returned. One long phone call later, there was something that had to be taken care of. Miss Digi was right on it, though. She's awesome. So we have wrapped up our shindig at the, I guess, Houston Pier. It was huge. And now we're going to New Orleans. And maybe I can maneuver the trip to take us over the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Louise there. Hooray! Life, man. Sometimes important things happen and they have to be handled. And off we go. I'm having a fun time so far, being in and around the new DLC. So it's $11.99 well spent, US. Don't know how much that would be Canadian. Suffice it to say, it's been a nice drive. There is I don't know if it's released yet. I don't think it has. There's a road trip DLC pack for American Truck Sim, where I think you can drive like a pickup truck or a Dodge Viper or like a cruiser car, like the old Ford Crown Vics that they used to use. With more and more of the U.S. being rolled out for map expansions, it makes me want to drive a car a bit, but I do like hauling cargo. So I'm not sure if it would be a moot point for me to get the DLC. I probably would figure out a way to get it, but I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence. Right now, I'm on the fence. Like, if I see more people driving and I see them actually doing something really cool with it, I might do it just to mix up hauling cargo and, like, you know, checking out places like that. Yeah, yeah, and if the road trip DLC does that, then that would be the way to get started. Um, it would be cool if you did need, you know, if you could just cruise the country without needing that. But what I'm assuming is that you'll probably either need to use the DLC on top of your account, or you might need to get a new account and then, you know, build up your funds to go driving wherever it is you want to go. But it seems like a lot of effort to, you know, get in a car, go wherever it is you want to go, and need money and have to get, like, you know, side hustle jobs delivering cargo. Ooh, maybe they'll make you a virtual Uber driver or a DoorDash driver. That'd be funny. That'd be funny. Imagine a convoy, or imagine a Discord group chat where somebody kind of trolls you and goes, you know, DoorDash for Digi. What would be cooler would be if you DoorDashed in the game, if they gave you like so many bucks off a DoorDash gift card, or if they gave you a gift card if you drove, like, I don't know, 5,000 miles, 20,000 miles. That'd be funny. That would be kind of funny. Oh, that's right, because they're working on South Dakota right now. They are. It would be interesting to go check out South Dakota, specifically just to go to Rapid City, just to go to Kilo Romeo Alpha Papa and see the representation at the airport. I'm trying to figure this out. I don't know if anybody's actually made KRAP for MSFS yet. I want to say somebody has, but I'm talking about, like, for example, you know, uh, uh, FSIM Studios, or, you know, just like a design or something. I don't know. Like, if someone's actually made the airport, like actually taken a fairly good stab at it. I will judge it harshly. Well, okay, okay. I mean, in their defense, South Dakota is a pretty large state, or at least a sizable one. It's not like you're going to be driving at, a high rate of speed through Delaware, through Rhode Island. So my my perception is the map scale they're going to apply to South Dakota is going to be much like the map scale to Iowa or to Nebraska. So they should probably be able to squeak in a bunch of detail, and they'll compress some parts of the scenery naturally. But I don't think there's going to be the risk of compressing out as much as you probably would in a place like here, or in a place like South Carolina, if and when they get to it. Things like that. Oh yes, I actually crossed this exact bridge going the other way. Well, that's funny. Back to Lake Charles then. Car wreck, injured worker. That will be if I keep looking at billboards. Pay attention to the road, did you? .210 west. I would imagine, if I'm being conservative, I'm gonna imagine they're probably gonna have, 65 to 70% of the stuff that's in a state represented. Like 65 to 70% of the stuff that is relevant, or like, a part of the state that you would expect to find in, say, an encyclopedia or an atlas, or a farmer's almanac or something. That is my presumption. That is my presumption. Kev, what CD-ROM are you looking at? And is it Encarta or is it something retro? Come on, spit it out. Out with it. Let's see. How long have you been grinding ATS here? About an hour and a half. Let's see what time is it right now. Going on 4 o'clock. All right. I might have a couple more deliveries left in me. Great state, though, I'll tell you that. I can probably sleep and let my workers work for me some more while I doze. North University Avenue. Stand by in the chat message. I looked at the Louisiana trailer. Wait, stop. Full stop. Lafayette is here. Lafayette is here. So, okay, let me think. Let me think. That's Alexandria, and this is Lafayette. So, I stopped this on purpose because I wanted to see whether or not they had the airport represented around here. I'm guessing it's here. I'm guessing it's here. Uh, and how far away is New Orleans? Actually, it's not that far. It's kind I mean, it's seriously compressed. But let's see, that's 10. This is their causeway, and where is it? Yeah, Global Sky's right there. So I could probably take 90 back around to Global Sky if I wanted to. But I did not see a huge Capitol building. Um, I didn't see, like, I mean, I wasn't paying attention, but I didn't see the French Quarter or any of the things that I would as a non New Orleans person associate with the city. So I have to see whether or not we actually find anything cool when we get there. And we're gonna get there at night, so, or at least in the evening. So I would imagine if anything's gonna stick out, it's probably gonna stick out under lights or under, neon or whatever you want to call it. Oh, Pierre. Uh, I will take a look at the South Dakota stuff, and I will let you know. I mean, I know there's stuff on the. Ooh, that looks harsh. There's stuff on the Steam page and stuff, but I mean, if you don't have Steam or you don't spend too much time there, I get it. So I might follow up with you in our Discord just to be able to share stuff like that, because I modified the channel to the old racing channel to be trucking and racing, so I put stuff there. So I mean, we've talked, but yeah, stay tuned. It was all the Black Hills, okay. But there's also, for example, the what am I trying to say? There's their development blog, which is basically them talking about like updates and whatnot. So if it's gonna be anywhere, it's probably gonna be there. I would certainly hope Pierre is represented. I mean, I hope they have some kind of nod to the state capital of every state that they actually have in the sim. But we'll see. Oh, it's Pierre. Pierre THD. Okay, so Pierre. Okay. Well, thank you for saving me from a very painful situation. Appreciate the course correction. We're not that far away from the city. I do like the way the sim looks, though. I'll give them that. Ooh, big bridge coming up. And you know what? Timeout. Let's see if I can get to just the right spot so I can get a good shot of the backdrop as we cross over. Okay, so we're gonna stop right about here and take a picture of the trailer. Wait, which one is it? That's zoom. I should be able to use my joystick for stuff like that. That's all right. Yeah, it doesn't want to recognize my certain inputs. We'll take a picture. Which one was it? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, slow down. I want to take a picture. Come on. Okay. All right. now let's go and do this. Horace Wilkinson Bridge. And now I can take a picture of this and get some points for it. There we go. All right, now we're good. The whole town. Wow. I was not aware of that, but I guess. Ouch. Two lanes to the right. Why is this part 35 miles an hour? That seems so far off the mark. That's all right though. 52 miles to go. Depending on what else I might do, I might try driving back to Lafayette, or might call it once I get the cargo delivered. We'll see how I feel. You don't make the rules, neither do I. Thank you again to everybody that's stuck around or said hello this afternoon as we've traveled across the state of Louisiana in American Truck Simulator. I have been driving my Peterbilt and contemplating getting a different truck, but also enjoying this classic as we've taken to the roads and delivered quite a bit of cargo today. I'm going to probably, take some combined sleeps and see how much more money we can make, and then figure out whether or not that's going to put us into the evening times again. But we will see. If we sleep enough that it actually turns into morning of the next day, then I might actually drive out to Lafayette just to see if I can find the airport. But we will see. Alright, looks like I'm going to be pulling off here shortly. Causeway Boulevard. Not see much. Not see much of anything, actually. I can see why there might be some cause for concern with regards to landmarks and whatnot. Ooh, we got a railroad crossing in action here. Alright, where are they coming in from? Nice. Amtrak train, I think. Still good. If and when Yahweh permitting, I actually get that DLC, you have to tell me where the bridge is so I can try driving a truck through it to see whether or not I meme myself. You have to. In that case, I'm there at your service. All right. Third and final delivery? I guess it's going to depend on how long I sleep. 'Cause I might want to go back to Lafayette just to go check that place out, but again, if it's that much of a concern, I'm just gonna skip it and just get to Lafayette when I get to Lafayette. And here we go. Nolan's arrived. Play it safe, just right in front of me. Cause I'm lazy. Like super lazy. And what do we have yet? Oh wow, so there's a lore behind it. Okay, $24,000 in change on that delivery. Let's go find some place to park and see if I can sleep it off. Okay, it's back on the road that we turned off from. So, give me a moment. Let's go find a place to pull over, sleep the night away, and then see if that takes us into tomorrow evening, or if it just takes us into even the day after tomorrow. There's also Facebook. Roger. Let's turn into the Peterbilt dealer, find a spot to park up, and snooze. Also, let me go ahead and fix up the truck while we're here. Alright, service recommendations. We're going to repair the transmission and the engine. 2% wear on the wheels, or in this case the brakes. That's perfectly fine. Alright, let's go snooze. Alright, sleep 1 takes us to 7:16 a.m. Sleep 2 is going to take us to 5:16 p.m. Sleep 3 is probably not going to take us into... Oh no, it's not bad actually. 3:16 in the morning, and I've got $370,000 plus. So before I forget, let's go say money. Money. And let's see. How far away am I from Lafayette? Okay, I'd have to haul back that way. Okay, here is the question. Oh, you know what? The actual city of New Orleans is that way. So let me think. It took me the better part of about, what was that, like 30, 35 minutes? I don't know. I think we can at least go check out the city. So let me think. It's not going to take me that long to get to the city. We can probably get to New Orleans, or at least drive around what looks like New Orleans, get to the lookout, get to the point here, and then we'll see if there's any landmarks. Okay, okay. How long will that take me? It's probably gonna take me about maybe 10-ish minutes. Give me a minute or two. I'll be back, and then I think we're gonna drive into the city, take a look at that point, and then we're going to determine what else happens. All right, BRB. All right, folks, I am back, and apparently we got a bunch of stuff delivered as well. Food things. And we are on our way to New Orleans. New Orleans. So let's go ahead and live. All right. Okay, now, might have to step away from the controls for a few moments just to keep my eye on the cats from our nearly delivered goods. But otherwise, we're gonna haul to New Orleans, which is not that far away. probably going to call it at that point. Ooh, Waffletopia. I definitely want to see if we can find some kind of touristy looking part of the city because it would be nice to be able to see that it actually, you know, is a thing. Ooh, we have more train things coming. Which direction? Which direction? This direction. Looks like we are golden and the train is on its way elsewhere. Look like an Amtrak. Yeah, yeah. Or if you're talking about, off-brand stuff, a BAM track. I don't know. The last time that I was in a train traveling anywhere, it was a couple years ago, and I was on my way to, where was it? To Talkeetna in Alaska. And we were doing a land tour, which is a part of the world that I still want to return to so much. Like, Alaska was utterly amazing. I'm still mind blown over the trip. And that trip was literally, it was literally 2 summers ago. Like 2 or 3 summers ago. I'm still literally just in shock by how awesome and amazing it was. Well, I tell you what, it is an interesting idea to cover ground in a train if the experience can be anywhere near, um, like private and comfortable. Even just like, chilling. If I did an Amtrak trip from, like, say, New York to Jackson, or like Billings or Bozeman, that would be a way to see, different geography. It will get my attention. At least I think it would. Honest with you, as much as I like flying to destinations for trips, I I don't like I don't like doing the whole economy seat thing, like in a flying tube, in a packed plane on the way home. Um, I, I don't care about economy seats on the way to, like, Disney, for example. But I will say that I'm way more tolerant of going to Disney on an econobox than, like, for example, flying home and just feeling like super duper compressed. Okay. All right. Let's see what this place looks like at night. Dome, Super Juice Center. Yeah, yeah. Like if we were gonna like crack open a can of let's talk about that. I would say going economy or economy plus on any airline versus taking a train, there's a hard sell in terms of what the quality is, but at the same time, the thing that I like about being in an airplane, even if I'm in a tube with a whole bunch of other people flying there, flying home, at the end of the day, at most, it's been 4, 5 hours, 6 hours straight on one flight, one way, and then I'm done. But for me, the experience of being in a train, I think I'd probably want more out of it than what I think I'd either want or would anticipate from, say, an airline flight. Because, like, an airline flight, I can probably forgive for being less than stellar, but a train, like, you're gonna commit to it, and then basically it's like, oh, well, yeah, we're gonna be in this container for like 12 hours or something, like 8 hours or something. Yes, we're gonna see a big chunk of the country slowly, but yeah, I can usually forgive grievances that I have in aircraft. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, you have caused me to reconsider my position on that. And this is probably something that I'm going to keep thinking about more and more, but for sure, I'm probably going to be thinking about that in the not too distant future. Right now, no. Hashtag Digi is broke, but man, do I want to go back to Alaska. All right, you know what? I'm gonna find a spot to park up. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. We took in a good chunk of Louisiana this trip on stream. I don't know what the situation is going to be like for, like, say, the rest of this month, the rest of this week. I mean, I would say I'm not planning on a Friday stream, but there probably might be one. And there isn't there most definitely is not going to be a stream this coming weekend. Um, if there is, the only chance for that's going to be like a Saturday. It's definitely not going to be Sunday. And then again, similar formula for the week after that, because that's Christmas week. I would not expect myself to be doing any kind of streaming at all during the first half of the week. Um, like any kind, any kind. Maybe again Friday, but that's Boxing Day, yeah. So that might be then. Okay, all right, folks. That's gonna go ahead and do it for me. Let me park this trailer up here for the mow. Um, Sun's probably gonna be coming up shortly, but I'm going to be departing. Sag. Kev, thanks so much for hanging out and being a part of today's stream. Folks, a privilege hanging out with all of you. Louisiana, DLC, ATS. Worth a shot as far as I'm concerned. I mean, definitely for 11.99 if you want to keep going through the map DLC to stay current. I don't know what the next one is that's going to release. I don't know if it's Illinois or South Dakota. Probably Illinois, and maybe a few other places as well. I know they're working on South Dakota. I don't know when they're going to finish, but also is what it is. I'm happy with what I see. I think I'd like to see more New Orleans, so I might explore this a little bit later tonight off stream. Otherwise, next sim flight is either going to be continuation of our unofficially official world tour, and we're going to fly from Tenerife South to Brazil, or I'm going to do some domestic ops and fly from, like, say, Chicago to Orlando in another little kind of, home for the holidays toss as we go to, say, visit the house of a certain mouse and fly around it. Because I'm not going to Disney this year, Sag, but it's a thing. It happens. Hey, hello. I apologize because I'm probably going to butcher the name, but Maxim Cherokee 235. Welcome aboard, friend. Good to see you. We spent today doing some deliveries in American Truck Sim. I'm piloting this beautiful looking Peterbilt with a 625 horsepower engine. We were driving in and out of and around cities in New Orleans. I'm sorry, in Louisiana. We just wrapped up getting to, like, downtown New Orleans. I don't know that we'll be able to get anywhere near the the French Quarter, or some of the places that I more easily associate with New Orleans. But we spent a good chunk of time in the sim today and did have a good time. Feel free to check out the VOD because I'm going to leave it up and probably export this to my YouTube account as well, so that I'll have it for future. And I'm in the habit of publishing my YouTube exports these days, so it'll probably have a very similar title if you're looking for me. Otherwise, let me think. This week, work. Hopefully, a more chill environment as key players take their vacation and go away for the rest of the year. And we wrap up some stuff, put some bows on some things nicely, and also I probably do some off-stream coding of my video game. Catch up with me on Discord. If you are not a member of the Discord DigiFam page, I'm going to give you an opportunity to come on board today. Let me go ahead and post this in chat. There's the link. Once you join, you'll be directed to go view the rules page. And once you agree to those rules and thumbs up, you will be able to get some additional privileges to post. Thank you to everybody that stopped by today. Appreciate seeing all of you here again. If there is going to be any other streams this week, they're probably going to be on Friday. I'll either be doing more of Louisiana, which I don't think I'm going to be doing. It's probably going to be way more likely that I'm going to be doing either flight or scenery development, and I'll probably do scenery development off stream, just to have something quiet to do, so that I can stream, pick up, drop off stuff whenever I want to in terms of building assets and things. And speaking of which, I probably want to start getting back into using Blender and whatnot, and maybe catch up with the times, get Blender 5, and see what else I can do in terms of exporting stuff to FS 2024. Because once I wrap up Lafayette, I'm probably going to start all my projects over in FS 2024, and I really, 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 really would like to do that come next year, Yahweh permitting. Friends, appreciate having you all aboard with me today. And like I like to say at the end of every stream, if you want true peace, especially around this Christmas season, you want the Prince of Peace, and that's Jesus Christ. Take care, my friends. Catch y'all around on Discord and around the Twitchverse. And until next time, we will see you. But we have like 8 people watching me right now. Let me see if I can find anybody that's actually streaming American Truck Sim that I know that we could probably at least say hello to. Oh, look at that. Chewy's actually doing Red Bull air races right now? That's a little weird. Any friends that are doing anything truck related though? First. So far, no. Let's see. Flight Conti's in Explain 12. And let me think. Um, I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna go raid my friend and let's see what he's up to. Wait, what's he doing right now? Let me see. Who else? Who else is available? Let me go ahead and let me check. I don't know if Flighthound's actually flying right now. No, Flighthound is just testing stuff. Who else can I say hi to? You know what? I think we're gonna go raid my friend Black Conti because I think he is just getting started. Yep. And just to make sure I have the spelling correctly. Yep, there we go. All right. Stand by for the raid if anybody's actually still here. And we're going to go ahead and catch some freshly served Flight Sim content. Because I do Flight Sim as well, occasionally. All right, stick around.